Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. Now today we're going to do the Resident Evil Requiem files. The gameplay video will be out on Friday. I think I'll release that on Friday. Of a game that I played on Steam. Not Requiem. I'm not going to do a let's play on that. Possibly not yet anyway. So yeah, the Resident Evil Requiem page has been updated on Evil Evil Source Evil Resource thing. I'll put a link to this page in the description so you can have a look at all the items and stuff like that. But we're doing the files. We are doing the files, and this includes the letters from 1998, which is on the deluxe edition only. Or if you download the deluxe bundle on the normal one. Which I only got the standard edition, not the deluxe one, so it'll be good to actually read them and see what they are. Now, when I completed this, I was minus 2 files. I only needed 2 files to complete the set. So yeah, we got Brentwood, that's a hotel. We got Rhodes Hill Care Centre, the Raccoon City, Ark, and the letters from 1998. So, starting off in Brentwood City Guide. This is in order they appear in the game. Let's see. Welcome to the beautiful and historic city of Brentwood. This is just outside of Raccoon City, by the way. Come soak in the nostalgia of a bygone era with chic art galleries, classic restaurants, and plenty of stores where you can shop until you drop. If you want to get away from the modern hustle and bustle, Brentwood is the place to be, and that appears here for grace at the very start of the game on the information board on the right side of the street. You have to go. Is it down? Up? Yeah, I think it's like left to right. Investigation report submitted by FBI Special Agent Kyle Mays. Overview on September 28th 2026. That's exactly 20 years, well, almost 20 years since the Raccoon City incident. At 11:20 p.m. the body of a man was found at an abandoned hotel in the midwestern city of Brentwood. The body was discovered in a hotel restroom. Yes, that's the perfect place you want to fucking die, in a hotel restroom, Jesus. Based on the level of decay, it is suspected to have been there for several days. Prior to this incident, multiple cases of similarly mysterious deaths have been reported in locations across the United States. H. Remezes, 59, pronounced dead at Stoneville Hospital. E. Wilkins, 51, pronounced dead at Hotel Devonbar. K. White, 67, pronounced dead at Green Oak Apartments. And M. Warren, 90, pronounced dead at Night Valley Nursing Home. M. Warren, there's been a lot of speculation about that being Michael Warren, the mayor of Raccoon City, well, when it was Raccoon City. Him being like 90 and like died at a nursing home sounds like natural causes for the most part. That would make sense. Like, that would make sense that was actually Michael Warren. It has been confirmed that all the identified victims were survivors of the Raccoon City incident. The victims' bodies had an extensive black bruising. Yeah, it's definitely Michael Warren. Now, inside Grace's inventory, when you start the game, you'll need to examine the investigation report to acquire it. Yeah, so this basically gives you the lowdown on what you got to do. Hotel pamphlet. The Brentwood Hotel has been welcoming guests from all walks of life since opening its doors in 1928. Experienced the warm embrace of a nearly century's worth of history, along with Brentwood's time-honoured traditions. and that was in the lobby of Brentwood Hotel, on the floor next to the luggage trolley in the middle of the room. Notice of closure to all employees. Following the recent incident, management has been working hard to restore public trust. Unfortunately, due to the extent of damage, it is unclear if it will be possible to reopen. Consequently, it is with great regret that we must announce the official closure of Brentwood Hotel. We apologise greatly for the impact this may have on you and your families. We wish to extend our heartfelt gratitude for support and hard work that you brought to the long-standing business. Yeah, that's the thing. This is like the hotel essentially burnt down. And that was in the office in Brentwood Hotel F1, inside the drawer of the blue metal desk in the middle of the room. Alyssa's journal. October 17th, 2018. Work has settled down and we are heading to a new town the day after tomorrow. I'm thankful my freelance work allows me to work anywhere, but I am worried about Grace. It is difficult for her to make friends. To make friends when we're constantly on the move. Maybe we can spend a little more time in the next town. October 18th, 2018. Finished some research and stopped in a cafe and I noticed a hooded man. I could have sworn he was watching me. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. October 19th of that year. I saw the hooded man again. He was definitely following me. We only just got here, but I think we should move on. I can't let anything happen to Grace. That was in the lobby of Brentwood Hotel F1. Behind the picture on the west side of the room, you can examine this area after exploring room 204 and experiencing the flashback that shows Alyssa hiding a file there. So in other words, if when you're in that area first of all, you cannot examine the actual painting, but next time when you know you got to examine it, you can. So that's kind of important lore right there. Report on Victor Gideon. I think this is Leon's file. Investigator Andrew Hughes, DSO survey team. Person of interest, name Victor Gideon, age 54, even though he looks a bit older. Gender male, nationality USA. Shouldn't that be nationality American? I couldn't dig up much on Victor Gideon. What we know is that he's a former employee of Umbrella and was involved in researching the T-virus. After the Raccoon City incident, he was called as a witness in the Umbrella trials, but the court couldn't track him down. I traced his whereabouts to the Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Centre, a private institution where he acts as the director. The centre is also a research facility that handles highly sensitive data. It's had a clean bill for years and avoided the scrutiny of any and all agencies. Additional notes: Rhodes Hill Chronic Care Centre was once ran by the Spencer Foundation. I'd be surprised if we didn't find something off of that place. And that was in Leon's inventory. Inside his inventory, when you start the game, that's when you switch to Leon. Sherry will send you a file afterwards, and when you start with him again, he'll have it in your inventory. So now we're on to Rhodes Hill. Progress notes. 11:03. This is PM. That's 10:03. Began blood extraction. 10:05. Check pulse. No abnormalities. 10:11. Administered Dexvil, wherever that is. 10:18. Condition stable. Ready for further examination. And that was room 203 of the care centre. And a small set of drawers next to the armchair in the middle of the room. I think this is Grace. where we are now. Note on cardboard box. To staff, I have moved some items out of the closet. The screwdriver is now in the toolbox in the nurse's station. The sewing kit, text is blurred and illegible. The sewing kit, that's the thing, is like we never, like, obviously, like, sewing kit is non-existent in the game, but that makes you suspect you might have to find a sewing kit anyway. Okay, room 202 in the care centre. Inside the wardrobe, on the northwest corner of the room, you need to equip the lighter to see it. So this is the part where Grace has to avoid the girl. Care centre pamphlet. Director Victor Gideon, Transforming Lives Through Medicine. Chairman Michelle Bennett. Lead researcher Anthony Richardson. Security manager Luke Clark. Dignity to the Moon, Trust of the Sun, and Serenity of the Stars, we are partners. It's basically moon, sun, stars. It's the three things that you need to look for in order to get out of the care centre. And that was in the guard's office of the care centre, on the coffee table in front of the in front of the two couches in the middle of the room. It's basically in the save room where you're at Grace's main bulk of the game, where she has to try and get the things to escape the care centre. Okay, whiteboard. That was it. Yeah, whiteboard scroll. Medicine room. It's medication room. Unauthorized personnel are not permitted to pass this point. In the case of irregularities, contact the lead researcher immediately. In emergencies, Dr. cuts off. That was in the guard office again. On the wall in the southwest corner of the room, next to the steps that lead down to the medicine or medication room. That's basically on the whiteboard before you go down to meet it's not Chloe, Emily. There we are. Chloe's the other girl. Folded note. I have to get the hell out of here, but the whole building is locked down. I need to ask the chairman to get his quats for me. I heard another scream. The colleagues are killing each other. What the fuck is going on? That's the thing is, like, when Leon gets there, that's when all the shit goes down, and that's when Victor Gideon goes on stage 1 and infects everyone with the new T virus strain. So it's in the gallery of the care centre, inside the lab coat hanging on the west side of the room. It's basically saying that you got to get the quotes from the chairman. Chairman's note. Moon, star, moon, sun, star, moon. You got to get a pencil and basically rub it on some of the page, and it will reveal the code to get the first quotes. Let's see, on the chairman's office lounge in the care centre. On the coffee table in the middle of the room, you need to use a pencil to obtain it. There you go. A copy of an email to a manager. Subject: personnel change. From Michelle Bennett. The new hire showed promise at the dinner meeting last month. He has clearance bumped up a level to get him set up to work on the project. Send the current researcher for processing while you're at it. Basically, talking about the wristbands that you can use to gain certain areas of the care centre. That was in the office lounge on the set of drawers in the southwest corner of the room. Note to the chairman. I suspect that we'll receive a visit from the DSO shortly. I want to enact Code 6, it's Code 6, at 11:30. So that's basically when Leon gets there. I have achieved my goal and no longer have any need for this place. That's basically Victor enacting his plan. So yeah, it was like 11:30 when Leon got there. So yeah, it happens like at the same time. That's in the chairman's office, inside the bin in the northwest corner of the room. blood compound synthesis. The custom blood collector that Dr. Richardson ordered has finally arrived. To be honest, I was skeptical at first, but I'm generally impressed by its effectiveness. Combining effective blood with our experimental substances has been such a challenge for us, but this device makes it so easy. It is sure to improve the efficiency of our blood research and to speed up analysis for further mutation patterns. And that was in the blood lab in the care centre on the bench in the middle of the room. It's basically telling you what the blood collector is capable of. You can like suck up blood and like combine it with scrap to make bullets. I don't know how it works, but more importantly, you can like use it to like craft a special med injector that can blow up enemies. Safe replacements. To all staff, we'll be updating the following safes in the facility: East Wing F1 into the waiting room, West Wing F2 bar and lounge, East Wing F1 blurred and illegible. The remaining safe will be placed at a later date. And that was in the waiting room of the care centre on the bench in the southwest corner of the room. Lead researcher message. To my secretary, I've misplaced the key for the puzzle box padlock. None of the other executives must find out. I need you to locate it discreetly before next week's meeting. If you can't find it, get the bottle of corrosive from a conference room and melt the lock off. And that's in the lead researcher's office in the care centre on the cabinet in the northeast corner of the room. It's basically saying that you need to get the go to the end of the hallway and grab the corrosive, but it's basically a death trap because there's like a load of like enemies in there to like clear out. Lead research. I did that one. That was that one, wasn't it? Yeah. Lead researcher's picture 1. It's basically a picture of the lead researcher. These pictures are basically clues on what the puzzle combination is. And that was in the lead researcher's office of the care centre on the desk in the east side of the room. And the picture 2, basically same thing, artificial organ transportation experiment team, and it's in the cabinet in the south side of the room. All these are in the actual same room. And the picture 3 in the chairman's office with Michelle Bennett, and it is in the east side of the room. So they're basically clues on how to solve the puzzle box in that room. Examination room safe code. As announced in the letter regarding safe replacements, all contents of this safe must be removed by 11:30 p.m. That's when all the fun happens. The code is right 30, left 10, right 50, and in insanity mode, the code is left 50, right 30, and left 90. Any uncollected contents will be disposed of by management. Now it's in the locker room of the care centre, on the collapsed locker on the south side of the main locker area. Bit of a spoiler: all you'll get out of the safes are antique coins, which you can use in the casino room. So like get like extra items. So I suppose it's like handy. Patient's medical records. Subject: Martin L. Case. Symptoms: auditory sensitivity. Following a experiment with an overdose of Zipravel, the subject started to have auditory hallucinations and became aggressive and difficult to control. The subject exhibits erratic behaviour when exposed to loud noises. Subject: Eileen Zimmerson. Symptoms: persistent vocalization and wandering. The surgical removal of some coronal nerves resulted in a type of histrionic personality disorder that can only be described as main character syndrome. They're really using that in the game. The patient continues to wander around the care centre singing. Subject: Selena Corey. Symptoms: persistent vocalization and wandering. Her symptoms are more pronounced than Emerson's. She often puts on a performance in the wrestling's bar and lounge, as if she's competing with her rival. Right, that's basically right. Martin L is the blind guy with the drip bags on the actual like the mount that he's like carrying around. Basically the strongest fucking zombie in the game. Like seriously, if you lure Chunk to the doorway and you throw a bottle, then Martin will go there, bonk Chunk on the head once, and it'll kill Chunk. Like seriously, you need to keep Martin alive. But also, yeah, be very quiet near him because he's very sensitive to sound. Now, Eileen and Selena are both of the singing zombies. Basically, they stun lock you for a little bit. Like if they grab you, and they can annoy other enemies as well. And they're a bit more tougher than other zombies. They're a bit more annoying, really, but they're defeatable. Plus, you can actually destroy them by like sneaking up on them and injecting them with that other stuff. Research Lab Care Centre on the desk next to the computer in the middle of the room. So that's actually an interesting lore thing, because this game does tell you a lot about the actual enemies in the game. Spencer's Research 1. Master Spencer's Research. Victor Gideon. Mutated T-virus strain. This is what's been injected into the people there. Here in documents a theory that uses a T-virus as to control memories and will. This research shall serve as a guiding light for all of humanity. In rare instances, repeated mutations of the T-virus can trigger an abnormal reaction to an infected individual's body, leading to changes in their blood. The mutated strain of the T-virus is likely to sweep the world, and total eradication will be impossible. Those infected by the mutated T-virus strain firmly retain their pre-infection habits and characteristics. Blood transformations. Within this lies the key for humanity's evolution. The file ends here. So it's basically saying that yes, it is true. The T-virus strain that they're injected with, they retain their memories and like their personality. Lead researcher's office of the care centre. Inside a leather-bound journal that's inside the puzzle cabinet in the northwest corner of the room. You need to examine both lead researcher's picture 1 and 2 to discover the combination and unlock the cabinet. Also in there is a it's not the disc, but it is information to unlock the organ box as well. So it is quite handy to get that. Well, you get it anyway with the actual quartz piece. Unlocking the organ transport box. Yeah, it's basically a sheet of paper with with pictures to like show. Oh, this is how you do it. Lead researcher's office of the care centre. Inside the leather-bound journal that's inside the puzzle cabinet in the northwest corner of the room. You need to examine both lead researcher's picture 1 and 2 to discover the combination. Yep. Victor's journal entry. November 30th, 2004. My master's research has come to fruition. And that child, she must be the final piece of the puzzle. I need to get my hands on the child's data. I'm sure this will bring me closer to that vision. December 8th, 2004. The organisation was able to get me the child's medical records. It was lacking in certain areas, but I have her genetic information. I can use this because he thinks that Grace is the key to everything, essentially. Blood reports room of the care centre on the bench in the north-east corner of the room. Construction notice. Due to aging infrastructure, the construction on the garage will be carried out during the following dates: October 1st to the 28th. Do not enter work area unless authorised. I'm guessing it's that year, obviously. Garage entry on the wall on the west side of the corridor. It's basically just letting you know that something's going to happen in the garage. Bar and lounge safe code. You really saved my butt the other day. As a thanks, you can take whatever you want from the safe. The code is left 10, right 80, left 30, and on insanity mode is right 20, left 50, and right 30. Now it's in the office of the care centre on the rightmost desk on the west side of the room. He's just gonna get 3 antique coins because that's all in the that's all you get in the safes in the care centre. Background check. Subject: Grace Ashcroft. Period of observation: September 9th to the 16th, 2026. Detective MD Birdie, RGT Detective Agency. Summary of investigation. Employed by the FBI at the Midwest Field Office. Lives alone, close to her office. Goes home late, often after midnight. Spends her free time at home. No confirmed contact with others. Findings. It's difficult to get close to the target, as the target rarely leaves the FBI Midwest Field Office area. If you want to make contact without raising suspicions, it would be best to do so when she's away from home. A more detailed report and several photographs will be sent at a later date. Now it's in the office of the care centre on a desk in the northeast corner of the room. So they are actively trying to spy on her to get information. Disposal team report. Assignment: evidence erasure. Report date October 20th, 2018, 6:42 AM. A retrieval mission was conducted shortly after 1:30 AM at the Brentwood Hotel. We were dispatched soon after disposal of any evidence. All witnesses at the hotel has already been taken care of. The body of the assassin that was sent was also destroyed. We had a stroke of luck with that fire. As they say, the best place to hide a leaf is in the forest. This incident will likely be ruled as an act of arson and homicide by some nutcase. Any evidence linking us to the scene is gone. That's the thing, is the fire was essentially an accident, because it was caused by a scuffle between Grace and between Alyssa and the attacker. He basically died and pulled a I think it was a candlestick down with him because that set the place ablaze. Now it's in the records room of the care centre on the cardboard box in the northeast area of the room. Okay, double mutation. There's been a number of cases where corpses infected with the mutated T virus strain have exhibited rapid tissue regeneration and sudden violent behaviour. Analysis of the enlarged tumour that formed on the heads of these patients revealed a sudden change in red blood cell patterns consistent with the pattern found in urine tests. This additional mutation is considered a side effect of the mutated T virus strain. We have named those with double mutation symptoms blister heads. They're very similar to crimson heads, a bit more tougher to kill and way more violent. In rare cases, the tumour was observed to have spread from the head to across the entire body. If the abscess covering those individuals burst, the fluids they expel will induce double mutations in nearby infected. Poison has been proven effective at preventing double mutations. Otherwise, the head must be completely destroyed. Always exercise extreme caution when handling infected corpses. That poison stuff is the stuff that Grace can make using a blood collector. So it basically stops them from like mutating, because like kills them outright. Security team's office in the care centre, on the stack of cardboard boxes on the north side of the room. Nurse's log. September 3rd. As per the doctor's orders, from today I'll take part in monitoring the progress of subject 171. She is emotionless and unsettling. This assignment fills me with unease. September 10th. Subject 171 is blind and requires a lot of assistance. I felt sorry for her and tried to offer her some comfort by stroking her hair, but it always received no reaction. Such a unnerving child. I just want to go home and shower. September 24th. For some reason the security manager joined me today. He asked subject 171 2 or 3 questions about the blood, but of course the child wouldn't know how to respond. What a strange man. That security manager, I think it's the same guy that was in there when Grace meets Emily, because obviously they're talking about Emily in this. So yeah, he's basically the guy that was like monitoring her, and that was in the security team's office on the desk in the middle of the room. Let's go on to the next one. Saturnary suppression medical records. Subject Thomas K. Jackson. Symptoms: irregular eating patterns. After surgical procedures to suppress the excitatory center of the brain, the subject experienced an increase of appetite and weight gain. He began to ingest everything he could get his hands on, including infusion pumps and pacemakers. Subject Timothy B. Jackson. Symptoms: irregular eating patterns. Exhibits the same symptoms as his brother, with a particularly strong fixation on human flesh. Must be treated with extreme caution, and it becomes violent, aggravated if not constantly eating. And that is in the attic lounge in the care centre, 3rd floor, on the desk in the southeast corner of area of the room. That's basically when you're starting with Leon, and it's talking about Chunk, who's in Grace's section, and the one I think one the like Leon faces in the next room. So it's basically Timothy and Thomas, like two brothers, and the worst thing is I think they're children. Like, this game is a bit messed up. There's like, I think they're like children they're talking about, even though they don't really have an age in here. Let's see, save code. Wait a minute, no. Okay, so this is the that one there. I forgot where it was. Basement safe code. For the security manager, I partly discussed item in the safe and moved it to a discreet location in the basement, away from wandering eyes. The code is right 60, left 40, right 80, and in insanity mode, left 70, right 50, left 20, and that's in the attic stairway of the care centre, inside the warped closet in the middle of the passage. I think that's basically all the safes codes in the care centre. Dishwasher's note. Hey arsehat, I heard you lost your pantry key again. Mr. Big Shot Chef made me crawl around on the filthy fucking floors to find it. I finally found it in a puddle of grease, along with a dead rat size of a dog, and gave it back to the chef. You fucking owe me. And that was in the gallery corridor, inside the warped closet in the west corner of the corridor. Only Leon can open it. That's the thing. all them warped closets, only Leon can use his hatchet to open it up. And it's basically saying that if you kill the chef, doesn't matter on Grace's one or Leon's one, but it's best to do it with Grace because you can get it open earlier and you can get extra items. And there's like items for Grace and Leon in there, so it's worth doing as Grace. Special directive for Raccoon City. Oh yeah, I can't see most of these. What the bloody hell did I just open there? Go down. To White House Chief of Staff. Is that Brentford? From something. Clearance level 9, top secret. Raccoon City is blank 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 for the sake of Elpis. Commence that. I wish they'd actually tell you like what it is, but this is actually what it is in the game. It's like you don't know, you have to try and fill in the blanks yourself to try and figure out what this message is. Victor's private office of the care centre. Leon receives his file while communicating with Sherry during the cutscene that plays as you enter the location. Well, a report on Raccoon City syndrome. This is another one that Sherry passes over. So when you like complete Grace's next section and go back to Sherry, go back to Leon, he gets this. This report outlines the current research on the latent onset T-virus syndrome, henceforth referred to as Raccoon City syndrome. Raccoon City syndrome occurs when residual T-virus within the body mutates over a prolonged period of time. I have yet to find an effective treatment, but when it manifests, the results are fatal. Raccoon City syndrome appears to develop throughout the following stages. Stage 0, dormancy. The virus lies temporarily dormant within the host due to the presence of specific antibodies. As the virus is not completely suppressed, it begins to build an immunity to the antibodies over time. Stage 1, activation. The virus becomes active and black bruise-like marks begin to appear on parts of the body. Mild symptoms such as general malaise and coughing occurs. Stage 2, development. The black marks spread further across the body, coupled with the numbness in the affected areas. The marks extend to the internal organs, sometimes leading to hemostasis. Stage 3, end stage. The black marks darken and spread across the entire body. Severe pain and intense fatigue makes moving difficult. Vomiting of blood becomes uncontrollable. Patients at the terminal stage usually die within 1 to 2 hours. And that's the thing is like Leon started the game at the activation stage, and then at the end he was on like stage 3. It's like almost close to death. Victor's private office. Leon receives his file while communicating with Sherry Place when you enter this location. Staff members' last words. Everybody's dead. The plan went to shit. I'm the only one left in this godforsaken place. I tried to escape, but what's the point? I can still see my colleagues still being eaten alive. Like an endless loop playing over and over in my head. Let it stop, please. That's in the elevator passage on the ground next to the dead body in the middle of the east cavern area. That is the one with Grace before you get to the not before you get to the helicopter. Shit. Oh, it's one of Grace's sections after the hospital section. Operation Go Eliminate the Girl. To all employees, the girl is currently occupying the basement. We plan to corner her by taking advantage of the subject's intolerance to light. We will place high intensity ultraviolet lamps throughout the area. Once this is complete, we will begin the operation to eliminate the subject. Prepare your weapons and be on standby. That's in the security room of the care center basement, on the bench on the west side of the room. So this is in the basement of the care center. Okay, where the cells are, where you have to get like Emily unlocking the cells. Yeah, it is. You've got to insert the 3 joint plugs and pull the first lever. If you're crazy enough to open the cells, the joint plugs are currently being used to power other areas. I've marked their locations on the map. Removing them will cut the electricity, so you better make extra sure before you start messing around with them. And that was in the holding cells of the care center basement, on the wall on the east end of the area. Technician's note. Taking the toolbox to the boiler room for repairs. The quality of blood and laboratory the laboratory receives has gone downhill. You have been notified from above to take immediate action. It looks like some problem during the separation progress is to blame. Going to do some work on it. And that's in the workshop of the basement, on the workbench in the southwest corner of the room. Security guards report. The 12 subjects we were provided with were confirmed infected and reduced to blood in the processing area. We were able to increase the turnover rate even more thanks to the increased stock from our supply chain. We have already started processing today's additions, and that was in the construction storage of the basement on the desk in the northeast side of the room. Security guards report. I've already done this. Yeah, we've done this on here. And the technician's note. Oh, I ain't read the technician's note. Taking the toolbox to the boiler room for repairs. The quality of blood the laboratory receives has gone downhill. Oh, I've already seen it. Yep. So, visitor record. September 14th, 2026. Time in 5:10 p.m. Time out 6:35 p.m. Name Z. Purpose project review with Victor Gideon. Notes: patient status, preliminary research findings. Entrance hall, care center courtyard west. On the drinks cabinet on the north side of the room. Note regarding research results. Your presentation was quite impressive. While we are pleased to hear that the experiments has progressed to phase 4, it is far from the results we'd expect. It has been more than 20 years since the establishment of this care centre. We require clear results. As an added precaution, we have requested the blockade to be extended to 2040. It is imperative to obtain ELPIS before that deadline. That was in the VIP suite in the care centre courtyard west. On the desk on the west side of the room. It's basically 2040 is essentially what they imposed for the Raccoon City curfew. Basically close it all off by before opening it up on 2040. So yes, Spencer's research 2. Memory transfer. Oswald E. Spencer. Humanity suffers when the drive and experience of our most exceptional leaders is lost. The ultimate way to prevent such greatness is to transfer those memories into a new vessel. Didn't they do this with I actually think they done it with Alex Wesker did it with Natalia put her memories into Natalia's body. So this ain't the first time they did memory transfer in this game, in this series. As the fruit flies have the potential to pass on certain memories to their offspring through their genes, so too can the memories of a human donor be passed on to a recipient. The question we now face is to how to harness this incredible potential. The answer lies in the medium of memory blood. Cells within the blood contain multitudes of information, including factors tied to memory. Thus, since the T-virus grants us control over factors within the blood, it can be hypothesized that harnessing those same elements will allow us to transfer memories from superior individuals. However, for such a procedure to succeed, the host must be able to withstand the toxicity of the mutated T-virus strain while preserving their own intelligence. Sourcing viable subjects will be the key to future research and testing. And that was in the reception of the Care Center Research Facility. On the desk, it's in the east side of the room. Yep. It's basically like they need to find the perfect subjects that won't fucking die as soon as they inject them. Subject 170 report. I think I know who that is. It's a thing I complete like a couple of days after I got the game, so some I remember, some I don't. Extracted a 2.3mm sample from the 524.3 litres of blood collected from the 115 infected, administered to Marie, henceforth registered as Subject 170. Subject 170 exhibited increased physical resilience but failed to fulfill the goal of the experiment. The subject shows signs of mental instability before escaping, confirmed for immediate disposal. That's in the stairwell of the research facility on one of the gurneys on the east side of the hallway. And obviously Marie is the girl, the stalker enemy for Grace's part. Grace Ashcroft blood analysis report. Here are the results of the comprehensive blood analysis you requested. The genetic information matches the specific data perfectly. So it's basically saying match, and C equals 4.2 ly, wherever that is. And that is in the private lab of the Care Center Research Facility, on the computer desk in the east side of the northern room. And the last file of the Care Center, roof hatch manual. The roof hatch is operated by the panel outside of the storage bay. Troubleshooting. If the power error persists, you must restart the 3 power distribution units in the lower level. This should reactivate the control panel and allow you to operate the hatch. That was in the storage bay of the water treatment plant on the bench in the north side of the room. It's basically the boss arena for Marie, or the girl. You activate the hatch, it cuts power, you have to go down, you have to activate the 3 breakers while fending off Marie. Go back up and pull the lever again and it'll open the hatch and you basically shoot Marie once with a handgun and she dies. It's a very easy boss to do, you just got to know how to avoid her. Okay, the next area, but before I do this, okay, I'm back. I just wanted to check the rendering progress on the video that I'm doing for Friday, or tomorrow. I think I'm doing it tomorrow. So yeah, Raccoon City section. Report on Raccoon City incident. This is another file that you get automatically by starting with Leon in the Raccoon City section. Longish one right here. Raccoon City. The city in the Midwest, surrounded by nature, From the early to mid-90s, pharmaceutical giant Umbrella invested heavily in the city. Oh god, I'm so tired now. It's almost 11:40. However, in September 1998, the T-virus leaked from Umbrella's underground laboratory, causing a city-wide epidemic. On October 1st, the US government recognized the severity of the situation and ordered a sterilization of the city. Raccoon City was wiped off the face of the earth and remains under lockdown to this day. It's meant to be until 2040 apparently. Umbrella was founded in 1968 by 3 people, one of whom was Oswald E. Spencer. On the surface, it was a successful international corporation, but underneath the veneer lay a hive of illegal research, including development of the T-virus. The infamous 1998 disaster, now known as the Raccoon City incident, exposed their illicit deeds to the public. Umbrella went to trial and eventually ceased operations in 2004 after declaring bankruptcy. And in 2004, actually no, that was 2002 when Chris and Jill went to Russia to deal with that base there. Yeah, like, I think the trials ended in 2004. Oswald E. Spencer. Spencer was a founding member and leader of Umbrella. His excellent managerial skills helped the company grow into a major corporation. His true nature, however, was that of a monster who repeatedly conducted inhumane tests to advance his illegal viral research. Spencer was egotistical and ruthless in pursuit of his ambitions. It is believed that he even took out the other founders of Umbrella. He did, I think. Like in Zero, that was explained. He passed away in 2006 at his secluded estate after Umbrella went under. Wesker killed him. Northwest Street, Raccoon City East. Leon receives this file while communicating with Sherry during the cutscene that plays when you arrive at this location. Alright, Raccoon City Incident newspaper. Evacuate immediately. If you are in Raccoon City, I urge you to evacuate now. Leave if you can. If you cannot evacuate, go to the police station, the nearest public facility, wherever you can. Take any weapon you have and hide it in the nearest sturdy building. This will probably be the last paper we will publish, and I am the last Raccoon City Times reporter. Thank you, dear readers, for all your support over the years. I urge you once more to run, find somewhere safe, survive. This newspaper is like not even decayed or anything. It's still there, flapping around. Like seriously, it's still pinned to the wall for like since 1998, and it hasn't even been destroyed by the explosion. Raccoon City West Street, Raccoon City East, on the ground next to the northeast area of the street. So it's on the ground. It's like, why is it still around? It's a newspaper. Them things disintegrate easily. I mean, like, it didn't even rain on it. Like, seriously. Orders for the engineer corps. The detonator requires 3 parts: signal receiver, east point; distributor, midpoint; relay, west point. Retrieve them immediately. We don't have much time. Avoid combat with the infected at all cost. If combat is unavoidable, deal with it quickly. Provide situational updates every 30 minutes. And that is in the central camp of Raccoon City East, on the table inside the tent in the middle of the camp. And that basically gives you your objective to get into the main area of Raccoon City. Battery storage locations. All staff. When a battery dies, you'll need to get a new one from either the sewage facility or the underground parking garage. Both. You need to go to both because you need 2 batteries. And they're I don't think they're batteries, they're fuses, I think, to open a shutter. Underground parking garage, Raccoon City East, B1. On the door of the power room, power panel next to the barrier gate on the east side of the garage. Inventory list. Container 1, medical supplies, consumables. Container 2, motorcycle and repair kit. Repair kit is needed for the detonator because one of the parts is broken. Container 3, sniper rifles. Container 4, sniper rifle attachments. Now these containers are dotted across the city and you need a key to open it. I think the first one's already open though. Main Street, Raccoon City East. Inside the open BSAA container near the door leading to the Cedar Block Apartments foyer. Engineer Corp's note. Go grab a repair kit from Container 2 in the central camp. The signal receiver got beaten up during transport and we need to fix it. I just got reassigned and I can't get it myself. This one is up to you, Graves. And that is in the Cedar Block Apartments roof of the Raccoon City East 5th floor. Inside the crate on the roof on the northwest of the building. RPD perimeter report. Oh yeah, this is in the police station. I thought you don't really get many notes apart from like the letters from Raccoon City in the actual city. From our survey of the grounds, we pinpointed some locations that still have available resources. Second floor office, the armory has leftover supplies. Gun shop out back, working shotgun and ammo. Parking garage, advanced team supplies, weapon upgrade parts. So it's basically telling you you can get like stuff from these areas. Main hall of the police station, on a stack of equipment cases in the middle of the room. I can't believe you can go back to the RPD in this. This is amazing. Top secret operation. Champions of Justice, are you ready? Duty calls. Provisions specialist Neil. Do you have the pizza and beer at the ready? Make sure you get some soda on hand too, in case the rookie is liver conscious. Decoration manager Elliot. Think you're an artist? Then show us what you got. Make sure you use the banner with the stars on it. Gift coordinator Scott. Don't forget to pick up the goods from Robert's shop on the day. Get what Barry suggests. That man knows his stuff. One last thing. Make sure the chief doesn't catch wind of the welcome party for the new recruit. There's a bloody moth. Go away. We wouldn't want to put young Kennedy in his bad books already, and that's Marvin. So this is like a letter from like way back from the Raccoon City incident from Resident Evil 2. West office of the police station, on Marvin's desk on the north side area of the room. So class as like top secret information in operation. What's the okay? That's fine. We already read that. Record of events. Now this, I'm pretty sure this is another letter from back in Resi 2 that's still there for some reason. September 25th. Returning the station into a temporary shelter due to the massive sudden outbreak. All police personnel has been instructed to make the safety of the civilians their top priority as we try to accommodate as many of them as possible. September 25th. That one of the refugees attacked us in the middle of the night, resulting in the death of one officer and injuring 3 others. The person in question was quickly restrained. We believe this is simply a case of someone snapping under intense stress. No, they wasn't snapping, they were turning. September 26th. A mob attacked the station today, resulting in a number of casualties. A few survivors were able to make it safely behind the emergency shutters, but surrounded as we were, it'll be hard for any of us to escape this place. We're not sure if we can fix any of our comm equipment, so we remain cut off from the outside world. September 27th, the day before it really went to shit. There was another clash on the west side of the station around 1 p.m. 12 people died and there was only a handful of survivors left. Everything is falling in disarray here, and that was David Ford. Operations room of the police station. On the operations chalkboard in the middle of the room. Yep, everything's gone to shit. Well, it went to shit. Because this was back in the day when it actually happened. Guide pamphlet. Welcome to Raccoon City. Did you know, while we're the home of pharmaceutical giant Umbrella Corporation, it's not the best thing to gloat about, by the way. Raccoon City is a vibrant and dynamic city with a long, rich history of its own. In this guide, we'll introduce you to just a few of the more usual points of interest in our city it has to offer. Raccoon City Police Station. The building in the centre of town wasn't always a police station. In fact, it used to be an art museum. Various features like the clock tower and the goddess statue in the main hall reminded us of a bygone era. Orphanage. Because a few blocks away from the police station is an orphanage founded and run by the Umbrella Corporation. With the help of generous donations from businesses and citizens alike, the building is known for its stained glass window, which attracts visitors from all over the world. Right. That pamphlet, I believe, was either in the remake Resident Evil 2 or 3, and it's in survival unit as well in the police station. That's in the main hall of the police station, on the seats in the southeast corner of the F2 balcony. This area becomes accessible only once you have accessed and explored the east wing of the police station. Library card. Title: Medicinal Benefits of Herbs. E. Edward, I think it's Elliot Edwards. 0502 to that is basically telling you when they rented it out. When they rented out the book, because for some reason they love herbs. Y. Yamisha, R. Phillips, and A. Wesker. Yeah, we know who A. Wesker is. And inside the drawer on the desk in the northwest office area. Right. When you open the drawer, this is in Wesker's desk, by the way. Open the drawer, is empty. Wait a few seconds, and then it will just drop in there. And then after you read it, go back to the library. Go to the top floor balcony, and there should be a book next to the door. Examine that, open it up, and there'll be a photo there. Turn the photo around, and there'll be words: Rising Rookie Rebecca, RRR. So take take that down back to the Star's office and open the case. Put RRR in there, and you'll get the sunglasses charm. A lot of people went by that, and they didn't really do it, but some people did. Barry's to-do list. I'm turn in training plan for the new recruit. Join Gil at the shooting range. Pick up girls from soccer. Don't be late. Find the missing library book. It's basically the one with Rebecca in it. Top priority. And that's basically saying that it's kind of important, but at the same time it's more of a side quest really. The librarian is about to blow a gasket. It looks like the captain kept it out last. It's basically saying search Wesker's desk. Scavenger hunt clue 1. You kids have fun solving this one. Barry. Star's office of the police station, inside the jacket hanging on the wall between the desks. Yeah. Also, yes, the Barry's to-do list is on the Barry's desk in the Star's office, by the way. Scavenger hunt 2. Another photo. Have fun solving this one, Barry. Inside the locker, next to the entrance on the west side of the main office. Right, the scavenger hunt. It's just one scavenger hunt with 2 photo clues. It's basically like a shot of an area you need to go to, and there'll be a key, and you can use it to unlock the go-go locker in the western office on the bottom floor. And it was basically an Easter egg, and you can get a another another thing there to attach to your gun. Photograph. This is a photograph of Rise and Rookie Rebecca. Inside the botany book on the shelves in the west side of the 3rd floor. You need to have found and examined the library card in the current playthrough in order to find it and examine the book. Yeah. So if you don't get the library card or the letter, that book will not be there. Toe tag. Now we're getting into Emily's section. No, it's Chloe, because it's the actual flashback scene was set in 1990. Name of deceased: Charlotte. Age 7 years 2 months. Sex: female. Date of death: 14th of January 1990. Comments: discarded due to volatile symptoms. Now it's in the crypt in the orphanage B2, inside the openable coffin in the northeast area of the room. That is when you find out what the orphanage has been doing all this time. Series 60 results. Though the Series 60 processes the recombinant DNA, increasing the volume of Spencer's injected plasma did not result in a successful memory transfer. Mental anomalies were developed. We will perform the next medical procedure and progress in the final phase. However, after adjusting the viral load in the blood of Series 70, Chloe, improved signs of stability were observed. We will continue to monitor her progress. And that's in the research lab of the orphanage in the northeast corner of the northern bank. This is when you find out, like I said, like what they were really doing to the children in the orphanage. New researcher's notebook. Today was unbelievable. I somehow got invited to the renowned Oswald E. Spencer's lab. I heard rumours about this place, but to think Ark has been underneath me this entire time. I was given a quick tour of the attached orphanage too. The children there really creep me out. They all have a nasty surgical scars across their heads, and if you meet their gaze, they will greet you with this unsettling giggle. Apparently, they're used for human experiments. The whole thing gives me goosebumps. I have built a place like this. Spencer must have been more unhinged than any of us imagined. Sensational. The prospect of being able to freely experiment on those kids sends shivers of anticipation throughout my entire body. It's also exciting. He gets fucking turned on with experiments on children, it sounds like. For now, I'll start making the rounds at the orphanage tonight. It seems like the newbie always gets stuck with the boring jobs. Hopefully I can wrap up the tedious bits quickly, so I can prepare for the real fun tomorrow. Oh, he's enjoying torturing them kids. Jesus fucking Christ. This is why the orphanage is like one of the more disturbing areas in Resident Evil lore. Research lab in the orphanage on the northwest corner of the southern bank. Yep. And that was basically all of the Raccoon City files. Now we have Ark. Really, for Ark there's not that much files really. Noah status report. That's the thing. The lab is called the Ark, and we got a Noah status report right here. Current facility operation status. Auto processing green. Network system all areas online. Environment control systems green. Disposal systems green. Security level 2 guards on patrol. Area status. Lab unit 1 check-in. Lab unit 2 normal. Restricted area normal. Pandora normal. Now operating at 82%. System access must be performed manually from the restricted areas. And this is in the staff room of Ark West. Examine and monitor on the wall in the southeast corner of this room. Oh, by the way, we're back as like we technically we're still at Leon, because like Leon gets a massive stage from like Raccoon City to the most of the Ark section. Product Catalog 1 2026. Okay, so code CMG2 Gamma, price $30 million. Product specifications: Umbrella Corporation's Cerberus has been further enhanced and enlarged, resulting in increased combat capabilities. It can track and pursue targets at speed exceeding 60 miles per hour. They're basically the giant dog wolf enemies that you have to fight while on the bike in Raccoon City going to the main area. Code CMLB 110 Liquor Beta 2. Price $14 million. Product specifications: originally a infection anomaly, rigorous experimentation revealed the key to activating the mutation, paving the way for commercialization. Product boasts advanced climbing capabilities and possesses sharp claws and a pointed tongue. A more enhanced liquor. To be fair, they're kind of easy to defeat in this game. Code CXP001 The Plant. Price $100 million. Product specifications: prototype bioweapon developed from a viral plant infection found in the Arklay Mountains in Raccoon City. It's basically plant 43 or 33, yeah, 43, and is basically in Outbreak and Resident Evil 2 remake, I think. Note: an incident occurred during transportation of the experimental plant 43 and has resulted in a infestation near the service entrance to Ark. Always exercise extreme caution when transporting bioweapons. And this was in the guest lounge of Ark East. Examine a wall monitor on the southwest corner of the room. So Raccoon City Bioweapon Research Report. As previously stated, Ark is focused on bioweapon research and development, utilising the unique environment of Raccoon City. In particular, experiments performed by infecting nearby zombies with the mutated T-virus strain have yielded a great deal of empirical data. This has also proven effective against the BSAA's attempts to eradicate Ark. The bioweapon, the development of a new bioweapon based on this hard data is in the final stages. If said bioweapon is released, we can expect further profit growth next fiscal year. Ark has now become a key bioweapon production hub for North America. It will continue to bring great benefits for both us and the United States. It's basically like trying to make more bioweapons for the army, which is the whole idea of Umbrella. Basically make as many bioweapons as possible and sell them to the army for combat and record the data. And this is in the guest lounge again. Examine the wall monitor on the northeast corner of the room. Product Catalog 2. Code CMT501 Tyrant. Price $120 million. Product specifications: a humanoid bioweapon with exceptional combat capabilities. It can execute simple commands such as tracking and eliminating targets, and comes with a coat as standard for effective human disguise, which is also a power limiter. Basically keeps it in check. Code CMNEY001 Nemesis Y. Price negotiable, so they don't even know how much they want for that. Product specifications: based on the Umbrella Corporation's parasitic NEA or Alpha, This mass-produced model focuses on the cost reduction and performance enhancement. Repeated improvements has resulted in a significant boost to physical ability and recovery, regardless of host durability. So it's essentially that's not basic. That's not like, oh, they're just going to make a whole bunch of nemesises. It's the parasite which they can inject into humans, which turns them into nemesises. Oh, this file reveals additional bioweapon products of ARC. And details of Tyrant 501 and the new version of Nemesis. Okay. And that's in the same one, just on a different monitor. And there's a reason why it had like Nemesis Parasite on there, and you'll find out about that in the end of the game. Access log 51 51st assembly minutes. Checking database access request. The following data was found. Minutes of the 51st assembly meeting as just transcribed by AI Control Center NOAA. So NOAA's the AI. The state. We heard the key Grace Ashcroft has been found. It has been 28 years since we occupied ARC. Are you sure she's the one? Z. Without a doubt. There's no need to worry. More importantly, don't you think your withdrawal from the treaty is too blatant? The state. It's a bluff. The United States is, and it will always will be, the center of the world. The BSAA are fully under our control as well. Are there any changes in product supply? Z. ARC's factory automation is constantly evolving. I believe that's enough for us today. We can discuss further while we view the products. Transcripts ends there. That's basically Zeno or Timu Reska talking to the government, because like the government know, like by this time they know, and they're basically with it. They're trying to cover it up as well. It's basically the government in real life covering everything up. Monitor control room, ARC B1. Examine the computer screen on the east side of the room. And by this time you're with Grace. So Grace reads all this stuff. Now, sterilization chamber safe. Emergency supplies code. Right 10, left 90, right 20, and then on insanity mode, left 80, right 50, and left 0. And that was in the bioweapon repository 5 in the ARC B3, inside the storage container in the southeast corner of the entry stairway area. There's 2 safes in the ARC, and both the codes are in the same area. Oh, there we are. Monitor room safe code. Emergency supplies code. Right 50, left 60, right 80. And on insanity mode, right 20, left 0, right 70. And that's inside the storage container on the east side of the main room, inside the weapons repository. Yep. And after you've done that, you basically opened all of the safes. Access log first assembly minutes. There you go. Checking database access request. The following data was found. Minutes of the first assembly meeting as was transcribed by AI Control Center NOAA. The defense. The leakage of the T-virus has caused an epidemic. If things continue like this, all eyes will be focused on Raccoon City. KD. There's nothing to worry about. ARC has been secured. Commence the missile strike. The defense. We are lacking presidential authorization. KD. The organization is involved. There's no need for the usual procedures. The blame will fall solely on Spencer. The defense. Understood. KD. With this, Umbrella will be dismantled and we will seize their assets. Transcript ends here. So it's basically this was like right at the beginning, again like before they annihilated Requiem City. KD. Oh, who's KD? That's in the archives of the Ark. Examine the console on the east side of the room. Oh, who is KD? It's not Krauser. It's definitely not Krauser. I can't remember who KD is now. Okay, so Alyssa's interview notes. The last two files of the game. 16th, 1 PM or 1300 hours. Oswald E. Spencer. World War and Cold War. Founded Umbrella out of despair. Ludicrous. T-virus bioweapons. Incomplete blood research. Immortality. Memory transfer. Advanced breed of humans. Mind control. All for the evolution of humanity. Bioterrorism. And human experimentation. No response to question. Doubt. Elpis will be there. I think that's hope. Elpis, look it up later. Impressions. More rational than expected. A pure scientist and idealist. That purity was the origin of madness. A twisted genius at his core. Some hesitation in his speech. Is he hiding something? Anger? Regret? And you basically get this, I'll say here, and this is in the archives of the Ark. Acquired automatically during the cutscene that plays after you finished Leon's segment and you regain control of Grace in this room. So when you first go into the Ark and like read all the files and activate the cutscene, it will go on a cliffhanger and you have to do a bit of Leon's next section. But when you return to Grace and finish off the cutscene, you'll get 2 extra files, and this is one of them, because then by then you'd know exactly who Grace is, and basically you'll understand everything by then. Letter from Patrick. Miss Alyssa Ashcroft, I hope this letter finds you in good health. My name is Patrick, and I'm writing to you as the butler of Oswald E. Spencer. Perhaps you remember me. Just think I remember Patrick really well. Because obviously, yeah, Patrick was Spencer's butler, and you read Patrick's journal in Resident Evil 5 in the Lost in Nightmares DLC. It basically tells you that Patrick always thought a lot of Spencer and basically like helped him until the day he died, essentially. I'd like to extend my gratitude to you once more for taking the time to interview Master Oswald. I am writing to you today to inform you of his last will and testament. In his later years, my master was often in a state of unrest and his speech was somehow jumbled. As such, his last will and testament was quite unintelligible, aside from the following passage. I would appreciate if you could read it carefully. Kindly respond at your earliest convenience. Below follows an excerpt from the will, and the passage from the will says, I designate Alyssa Ashcroft as the guardian of my adopted daughter Grace. She will be she will be safe in her care. Oswald E. Spencer. So that's basically it. It's like there's nothing special about Grace. She's not a superhuman. She's not the key. She's just a child that Spencer adopted, well, baby that Spencer adopted, and when Spencer passed away, he ended up leaving her in his will to Alyssa. So like Alyssa's her like legal guardian, like non-biological mother, like adopted mother now, until Alyssa was killed back in 2018, I think it was. and then unfortunately Grace was on her own until she met Emily, and that was in the archives. And yeah, you get that again with the other transcript. And that was the last of the files in the main game. And now, if you got the deluxe edition, you get the letters from 1998. I haven't read any of these, so we'll read them. From Meryl to Mummy. Mummy, good morning, sleepyhead. Don't get mad, but I decided to go and get Daddy by myself. I'm bored of staying inside. Those people won't let us out, even when we say pretty please. But it's okay. I'm small and I can sneak out through the fence. I'll look at the gas station first. Daddy really likes the candy there. Maybe he stopped to buy some. I love you, Mummy. See you soon. Yes. Oh God. That's the thing, because that's the child. Well, I think a child that's basically going around, and obviously I look at the gas station. It looks like it's highlighting places that's important in the game that you obviously need to go to. This letter is part of the deluxe edition of the game, and is in the Applegate Hotel, Raccoon City East, on the sofa in the southwest corner of the game. If you just got the standard edition, you won't get these files. From Meryl to Mummy 2. Mummy, if you are reading this, please go back to the hotel. There are lots of creepy people around. They make strange noises. There are fires. Mummy, it's really scary. I'm okay. I met Daddy's friend, Mr. George. Remember him? He's going to evacuate me to the police station in his police car. I'm sure Daddy will be there. I love you, Mummy. And that is in the gas station shop in the Raccoon City East, on the shelves in the middle of the room. You cannot acquire this until you have found from Meryl to Mummy. So you have to find them in order to find the rest. From Meryl to Mummy 3. Mummy, did I do something wrong? Daddy got mad at me. He yelled, "Why are you here?" and he got really loud. He didn't let me in the police station. I'm hiding with Mr. George now. He said that we can get inside by the parking garage, but first we are resting. He's really nice, Mummy. I'll give him one of my kitty bandages to cover up the area on his sack. This is fucking sad, Jesus Christ. I love you lots, Meryl. And that was on the dashboard in the side street, Raccoon City Centre. On the dashboard of the parked car in the storage container in the southwest area. You cannot acquire this until you found the letter 2. And the letter 4. Mummy, what did I do? Help me, Mummy. I've got a feeling out your mum's dead. Mr. George is really hurt bad. He is bleeding lots and the bandages are too small. It won't stop. There are many scary people here now. I'm going to run to Kendo's store. If anyone reads this, please help. My name is Meryl Branner. Marvin's got a daughter. That sent a fucking chill down my spine. I'm scared, Mummy. I want to see that. Oh, for fuck's sake. On the ground behind the police car in the northeast area of the entry ramp. You cannot acquire this until you have found the Meryl to Mummy 3. Oof. There is nothing here. The last is has this been done? And this is in the back street, on the ground in the middle of the area. You cannot acquire this until you read Meryl to Mummy 4. Should this be completed? I'm not sure. 1 second. Okay, I just googled it. Right, so the letters must be found in subsequential order for the next to appear. So obviously yes. So the 5th one is in the gun shop alley. The final blank letter is discovered near a pair of abandoned shoes. Oh, it's the child shoes, isn't it? Allowing you to pick up the RPD charm. Right, so it leads you to a charm. Damn. That is fucking sad. That is like ridiculously sad, to be fair. that is it. That was all the letters in Raccoon City so far, because we still got the story DLC to come out, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be full of letters. So yeah, bit of a rough reading for the last few letters there. It's like really hard to read, to be fair. And that'll be it. 1.5 hours. Jesus Christ. So yeah, that'll be it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and this will be the last Resident Evil file reading until obviously the DLC comes out, the main DLC comes out. I've also got Silent Hill Townfall. Obviously them files will come out on Silent Hill Memories, I think it is, website, when that game comes out. I'm hoping that comes out by the end of the year though. So yeah, that's been it, and I'll see you guys next time.